AnnieCannons' model works a little differently than most people expect. The most common question we get is, and then do you get them jobs after they graduate? And the answer is, we do whatever they think is best for them. But for most of them, that actually means working for us. So AnnieCannons goes out and sources client projects that range from data entry to app development, but our graduates work on those projects with our staff sort of alongside them and with mentors to guide them in advancing their skills. And it's interesting because a lot of research over the last, say, 5 years has started to demonstrate very clearly that having more women and more people of color on teams actually increases the results of those teams. In fact, a Caper Center study recently found that $16 billion a year is lost in tech due to a lack of diversity. Now, we've established, I think, and our hypothesis is that tech companies on the whole, and overgeneralizing, are not really ready to make use of diverse brains, to actually include them in the conversation in a way that gets them the product output that they're after. But what we're able to offer them is the opportunity to transact with professionals just like the ones they're used to transacting with. We have the benefit and the privilege of a standard high-level education that allows us to communicate in the way that business people expect. But the people who are actually doing the work and designing the solutions are people who understand the reality of most people in the market, which is that they are non-white male. And that's something that I think is of incredible value to tech companies, is to have even a piece of their development actually built by someone who understands a population that's different than most of their employees. The reality is most of the potential users in the world are not white and are not male. And certainly, if you're talking about the global South and the changes in the U.S. population, companies really should be thinking more about targeting women. Something the advertising industry figured out in the 60s, and the rest of industry is really trying to catch up on, is that actually women spend most of the money, usually are in control of household finances. And as communities of color gain economic power, they will also be making spending decisions. So if technology only serves the privileged few and focuses on those who are white or those who are male, it leaves a lot of market share behind. So we're hoping that as AnnieCannons grows, that we're able to allow companies who are visionary enough to bring our team on to change their products in ways that make them accessible to much broader audiences.